this evening, actually. And we're live on YouTube now, too. So, how's it going, everybody? Back again. Got a great show. Like I said, 2016 Olympics starting tonight
Yep.
in
Ceremony is tonight.
Sochi. Nah, just kidding. That was last year or 4 years ago. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Yep.
There's a
In Rio.
there's a lot of talk going on, speculation of sorts, if you will, about certain things that will be potentially an issue.
Yeah. You think so? You mean this Olympics isn't going to run super smoothly?
like every other
didn't
one
get
has
off hot.
supposedly has, right? Well, it's really interesting because I think that some of the athletes, some of the major ones actually aren't going.
Yeah, some people said they weren't going to go because the Zika virus.
The Zika virus,
They were
there's
wide.
going
That water is the ocean.
going into the ocean,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So,
disgusting.
people are getting. I actually had a client that recently was in Rio de Janeiro for his job. He works on the Amazing Race, China. So he goes
Makes
down,
sense he was in Rio.
right? well, yeah, the Amazing Race. They go all
I
over.
know.
Okay, I didn't understand where this was going. Anyway, so he was in Rio de Janeiro, and they were out there for filming of the Amazing Race, China. He goes out there to make sure, basically, they don't screw it up, right? And it runs, the same as it would here in America. Okay, that's his job. So they're out there, and a group of his peers were walking, and they actually got mugged on the street.
The
Yeah.
people you know?
Yes.
Nice.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And this was like a month ago in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah. I saw that when people were landing in Rio, there was like a bunch of people holding signs saying like, the cops will not help you, the cops aren't getting paid, and it was the cops holding the signs.
No kidding.
Yeah. Because
So-
they're like so underpaid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
good.
I'm
Not a good
scared.
start.
Well, anyway, those are the athletes that are down there. We need to support them and
Yeah.
show them that, hey, we're here. We're
Yeah, make it worth the trip.
we're pro Olympics
Yeah.
in this household. I'm sorry I don't have my Olympic gear on at the moment because it's not here yet. So, when it gets here, I'll wear it. All right, I got, like 3 weeks of this stuff. Okay, from today, what is today? The 3rd? 4th?
I think
3rd?
it's the 5th, actually.
5th?
But yeah,
Holy smokes.
something like that. Until the 21st.
Days are like blending together. I've been
Yeah.
having like 17-hour
I know.
days, people. Crazy. Anyway, until the 21st of August.
Yep.
I love this time of year. Every
Yeah,
4
it comes
years
out
this
4
time
years,
this
too.
time of year.
I know.
It's really, truly amazing. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I do want to remind everybody, if you're not already watching us live, if you're listening to us live, you can watch us live on YouTube by going to our channel at the Five Diamond Sports Group. Five Diamond Sports Group YouTube channel. Just type that in the search bar at the top of YouTube, and you can look me and my partner here, Jack,
Right in the eye. We'll get right up there. All right.
right in the eyes here. Okay? So, if you're watching us live, you can listen to us live. Okay? It's an app called Spreaker. Not Speaker, Spreaker. Spreaker Studio.
Which they find on the Facebook page. The
They
link
could,
to
they could
that
find that on the
absolutely
Facebook
is
page,
there.
but if you download that app, you can actually chat with us live right now. I'm looking at the chat right here.
Yeah.
It says, feels lonely in here. I'm feeling a little lonely in here. Be the first to send a message. I don't have anybody to send a message to. So, I'm going to repost this again right now. I'm going to do it again at the break. And we're going to get people in on this tonight. So, let's jump in. Let's talk Rio de Janeiro. What do you got, Jack? What do you got on the Olympics?
On the city or on the Olympics?
How big of a fan are you of the Olympics?
Yeah, the Olympics are cool. I don't know. They need to do a little bit better job marketing them, don't you think? I don't think the build-up before the Olympics was enough.
I don't I don't have like regular cable. I use an application.
I guess I don't really have regular cable either, so maybe that's why.
So
But even like social media and stuff like that, like, they didn't blow it up enough. I think they should have blown it up. It's pretty awesome.
I mean, I don't think people are like super hyped on it this year for whatever reason. And like, I don't know why, because
I think they didn't do a good enough job hyping it up.
Yeah.
In the beginning. I mean, did you see any promos for Rio 2016 Olympics?
I mean, I have, but the one thing that I do know is like I would love the option of having time to travel to where the Olympics are being held every 4 years, okay? Yeah. So for me, what I'm kind of, bummed out about Brazil, and I'm not saying I wouldn't ever go to Brazil, but going to Rio de Janeiro in today's world right now seems a little out of my league.
And they weren't even ready for it. Have you seen the Olympic Village? Like, the hotels aren't. And
that's what I'm saying.
It's
so
not good for anybody.
Why put it in a place like that right now that isn't ready for it?
I don't know.
I'm not saying never do it, but
yeah, but be ready for it. They didn't even have enough time to build the accommodation, so.
And we're in a time where we need to support our countries. Whether you live in the USA or Europe, whatever it is, you need to support your country because right now we're in a lot of turmoil, right? So I think that Olympics previously, in the past years, were bigger because it was more unity. I think in the nation. Specifically for the United States, I really do. I feel like there was more unity at the times in the past. I feel like over the last, 3 Olympics, it's really kind of gone down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just viewer-wise.
Yeah, maybe it has.
Viewer-wise?
I can see viewer-wise just because there's so much to compete with. And they do a lot of obscure... events.
That's the fun.
It is the fun of it.
You don't ever get to see it.
That's why I'm saying that the Olympic Committee or whoever it was did a shoddy job at promoting it. Like,
definitely thought you were gonna say another word. I've let it slip a few times. My apologies.
But they need to talk about the different events. You know what I mean? Like, there's almost 300 events.
Well,
so
we're gonna talk a little bit about it. Here tonight and hopefully pop a picture up, while we're talking of what it looks like here on the screen for YouTube. We're gonna get a little bit more visual here, people.
Yeah.
Soon, this green screen. You got like a month.
The sandy beach.
Or
in Rio doing
in space.
First podcast in space.
First podcast in space. Maybe on the back of a motorcycle.
The typical green screen stuff, running
from a lion.
Stampede.
Did you see that video? Real quick, I got to get on this tangent. Okay. I almost want to play it on here. The video, the chick like shoots a lion.
Like fake, and then the lion comes.
That's
after
fake.
Her. Yeah, it's all made by. You should look it up. I'll send you this article. So a production company made a bunch of fake videos, and put them out into like social media just to see like the effect that it had on people. Pretty much just a lame reason. But a bunch of videos that you have seen are made by that production company, and that lion one is one of them.
There you go, everybody.
Yeah.
It's just been hacked. What's the name of that production company? Let's blow them up.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
That's
but
ridiculous.
Yeah, they also did. Have you ever seen that video of the guy who's like filming himself with like a huge tornado right behind him?
No.
That was like a huge video, and they made that one too.
Don't remember that.
Yeah. I know.
All right, well.
But they got you.
They did.
I saw that too. That was
fake.
I didn't see that video until I already read the article.
Oh, see, well then it's unfair judgment.
Yeah.
It's unfair call. Anyway, moving into the Olympics, I'm pretty excited about it. I like. What don't I like? Honestly.
Like, you mean which events?
Yeah, I really like cycling. I'm into that.
There's a lot of cool ones. There's some that I would pass on.
Like
I'm not
what?
gonna watch synchronized swimming. Don't really care about synchronized swimming.
I guess I'm not. I mean, it's not that I'm not for synchronized swimming, because I am.
Yeah.
I'm just not about that life.
And what they call it rhythmic gymnastics. I think that's the one where they twirl that like
I'm only gonna watch that because Will
that
Ferrell
scene
did
in
it
Old School?
in Old School.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, so
I'm pretty sure they do that.
I am gonna watch it on
I don't know
there.
about that one. But there's some cool ones. What are your favorite ones?
I definitely like cycling.
Cycling is cool.
I'm excited for the Taekwondo.
Like the mountain bike cycling, or like
No. Like I like
they have because they have both.
I like just bikes in general.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm into that. I'm into the Taekwondo. I'm excited
All
for
of
that
those
this
ones.
year.
Me too. Judo and wrestling.
Judo, wrestling, yes. I'm excited for the soccer already after watching yesterday.
Yeah.
Very
I'm just
excited
looking
for
at a
soccer.
list of all the events. There's some cool ones.
Yeah.
How about the modern pentathlon? That looks cool.
I like the running. I like the sprints.
Yeah.
I like the hurdles.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I like to see how freaking fast people are. It's crazy. It's insane. It's just being an athlete, So
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I think there's archery, right?
Archery's
Archery's in there,
the
definitely.
Pentathlon is cool. You do swimming, shooting, bike riding, sprinting, and I think it's like fencing.
That's
It's
sweet.
the last one or something like that.
I'm
Crazy.
gonna do my best to watch as much as I
I
possibly
know.
possibly
Me
can.
too.
So
They
it's
start early. But
5 a.m. 5 a.m. So
set the
pumped.
DVR if you
Actually,
get
it
up
might be
that
5
early.
a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, it might even be 1 o'clock in the morning. Right?
So it most likely will be 1 o'clock. So I actually don't have work tomorrow. Actually, I do. I'm going through all of our scheduling here at the Five Diamond Sports Group. And for myself and our show here with Extra Reps. And we actually got some exciting news. What am I doing? We'll get to that later.
Get to that. I can't wait to see the badminton.
Dude.
Yeah, there's badminton.
I love badminton. I love it, okay?
Badminton.
Do you see this face? This face loves it. I love it. I'm so excited right now.
I thought it was something funny, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. I know what you were thinking of because
You know where I was going.
I
with
was
it.
emphasizing that scene,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So we watched a little Olympic soccer yesterday. And can I just say Olympic soccer might be some of the most entertaining soccer I've ever seen.
Oh.
16 or 18 goals in 2 games. We watched a game that was 8-0, and then the next game was 5-4. So what is that? That's 17 goals. It's sort of hectic, and there's like a little bit of mayhem, and I don't think it's like the highest level of competition, but it is fun to watch.
It
That
is.
was so fun.
I mean, professional soccer can be deemed just like professional baseball when you watch it.
Right, because it's harder to score.
Harder to score, harder to get
Yeah.
a home run, whatever it is, right? So this is why I like watching college football over the NFL
exactly.
because those guys are trying to
There's
get to
more
the
errors
NFL.
and-
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's just bigger games and all of those things. So, I'm pumped, man. The soccer definitely. I have not been a huge fan of soccer in the past, but watching it, yesterday, and just building up to the Olympics, I'm extremely excited for soccer, both men and women's.
Yeah.
Both men and
I
women's.
think anyone who doesn't watch soccer too much should definitely watch the Olympic soccer because it is high scoring.
And it's
Action-packed.
it's just also in addition supporting our nation. So
Our country, yeah.
you need to watch it. It's 7 o'clock. That takes us to our first break here. We are gonna Gets me all fired up. Gets me all pumped up. So
Rio 2016 ready.
2016 ready. So we are back for Friday night Extra Ref Sports Talk with me, your host Thomas Johnson, and my co-host here, Jack Miller. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's great to be back. We always love Fridays, number one, because we don't have work tomorrow. And number two, we get to do this. So here we are. We are back. Make sure you get on Facebook and you chat with us on Spreaker Studio application. I am not seeing any messages in here. Need to get some messages in here, y'all.
Feels lonely in here.
Still feeling lonely in here. So I'm going to go ahead and post that link one more time. If you are watching us live, you can listen to us live. Just go to Twitter or Facebook and follow the link. If you're listening to us live, you can watch us live by just going to YouTube and typing in 5 Diamond Sports Group. And you can see us and look us face to face, even though we can't see you. One day we'll be able to see everybody who's watching us, I would imagine, if that's not already a thing. Because we tend to be a little behind around here.
I think you can do that, where you can you can see people on there.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do video calls, but,
you mean the people who are listening, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant to see the listeners.
No, can you? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can get a chat room going with webcams and,
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go ahead and get that going one day. So anyway, 2016 Olympics, okay? We get to, you know what? We got to actually get this on the TV here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, the opening ceremony.
Yeah, we get to watch the opening ceremony. Pretty excited about it. The Olympics don't stop. Starts tonight, I believe, at 1 a.m. our time.
I actually just looked it up. It's at 4:30 a.m.
Okay, so 4:30 a.m. our time.
It's shooting.
Shooting?
Women's shooting. There's some men's rowing, men's water polo, archery, table tennis.
Oh, table tennis. I'm seriously so pumped for table tennis, too.
All kinds of things. I mean, before 6 a.m., there's all of those. And then you got field hockey, women's and men's beach volleyball.
Gonna be a long weekend for me.
Judo starts at 6 in the morning tomorrow. Man, that's a tiny guy, 60 kilograms. That's only like 130 pounds.
This is a small individual. Excuse me.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things starting tomorrow morning. So
what we're gonna do actually is we are gonna post online. We're gonna post this calendar.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Of what's going on. So that's gonna be really awesome. That's gonna come online here in a minute. And I'm actually posting about YouTube.
There is literally almost like every event going on by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So just get in there and start watching. That's what we're about to do.
Are you gonna get up early, Jack?
I'm not gonna get up early.
To watch the Olympics?
Of course I am.
What are you gonna watch?
I might have to watch some judo. Would be my first choice, I would say.
Yeah.
Judo's pretty cool. Archery's pretty awesome too, actually.
Archery is sweet.
Maybe some women's beach volleyball.
Yeah, we all know why you wanna.
The handball is awesome too.
Handball.
Notice that it's the handball where they throw the ball into the goal though. It looks like indoor soccer,
That is
they throw
sweet.
The ball.
Season.
Use your hands.
Do you remember doing slices?
Street burners, bro.
Street burners? What's
lower than slices?
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Dang.
What are you going for tomorrow? What's the first thing you're gonna watch?
I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m.
I'm just gonna
start my day off. Right.
You got 3 TVs going in here.
I will have the 3 TVs going.
Yeah.
So I can stream different events on each TV because I got the computer, I got the tablet, I got the cell phone, and I got the Xbox. So we will be streaming everything. It's gonna get real crazy around here, around these parts, and I couldn't be any more excited about it.
I don't know about rowing. I might pass on watching. I feel like I could definitely
work out
the rowing team for Olympic quality.
You think so?
Yeah, but I'd be the guy going stroke. No, I got that down.
Or you'd be the one having a stroke while rowing, which
I'm so tired.
Jeez, that is so funny.
You don't think you could do that?
What?
Be the stroke guy?
Oh, I
So-
probably go pretty far with those guys rowing you.
Dude, I bet
Dude, you could troll.
I was just
You-
about to say,
you-
you could probably troll.
You
with
could
the
troll with
rowing.
those guys trolling.
Rowing.
Rowing.
If I was their coach, I would be like, yeah, we're gonna do all our training up in the Sierras this year, and you just troll me around the lakes.
So
It'd be
awesome.
So I wanted to ask you, the Olympics are usually for the amateurs, right? That seems like how it began, or how it was seen. It was people rising up, amateurs though. You know, they still had the skill, but it wasn't pros.
Right.
Except basketball. Doesn't it kind of suck that we send all of our awesome players to play on the basketball team?
And in what way does it kind of suck? Do you
instead of-
mean
Like, instead of sending amateurs. You know, we send LeBron and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and all these studs to just sweep basketball. If you watch, like, soccer, most of the countries aren't playing their studs that play in, you know, the upper echelon of soccer leagues.
so? I'm not sure.
So
what.
most sports and most teams give the positions to people who aren't professionals in that field. Basketball. Our basketball team lets all these pros play. Like, it's not illegal or anything like that. I'm just wondering how you feel about that. Like, do you think that they should make way for younger guys to play instead of having LeBron and Kevin Durant and all these guys who are awesome?
Honestly,
play on the team?
I don't feel like the Olympics has always been amateurs.
I thought that's how it was set up.
Well, like, was Mia Hamm an amateur?
No. But see, and that's interesting too, women's soccer, because there were, I don't know, maybe she was though. Was there a women's soccer league back? Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
So technically she was pro, but it's not, the women's soccer league wasn't as big as like the NBA is, you know? Like all these guys are playing in the NBA, playing for NBA finals, some of them.
Right.
They don't really need to be the Olympic team too. Like, I kind of feel like they crush in basketball.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I almost feel like we should have all of our best athletes there.
So, pros.
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, I mean, it's and this is what kind of, well, if you're gonna have, you know, the Olympics, or you're gonna talk about amateur Olympics, then have amateur Olympics,
Right.
and then have professional Olympics. I don't, you know,
Right.
I don't think the Olympics say like amateur sports.
No,
You know,
I don't think so. Because golf, they send some big names for golf.
who do they send down there for golf?
Oh, I heard Rory talking about the Olympics, and he's like one of the best.
Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
guess
following
it just
him.
depends on an event. Plus, I guess there's no like professional gymnastics, so I guess everyone who does gymnastics is
Right.
technically an amateur, right?
Right.
There's no like pro league. For,
Right.
For gymnastics, so maybe that's why.
Gymnastics are amazing. Chelsea and I,
love
Chelsea's my
Gymnastics.
beautiful girlfriend. We were watching the qualifiers.
Yeah. Was it the USA?
It was, yes, and it
Dude,
was like
that chick for the USA team is insanely good.
they were like, I just couldn't even
I
imagine
know.
doing half of what they
They're
do.
so gnarly.
You know, so I'm very excited about the gymnastics. Definitely. What are you looking at that list? What are you most excited? I'm actually trying to find the list for you all right now. So
I like the combat ones, you know, judo, boxing, wrestling, taekwondo, for sure.
so you're
those
gonna
are
get up at
awesome.
what 6 a.m. for Taekwondo tomorrow?
See, I wish they would show like what's on TV though, you know, because they can't be showing all these events at the same time, are they? I don't really understand. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
I
when
think there's
turn it
multiple
on tomorrow.
stations.
There
I mean,
has to
it
be.
says on TV.
Or maybe they
here.
go like back and forth from certain events or something like.
Picture here. You know, we should get this changed over on.
But definitely all the events. I mean, really, most of the ones we went over. Soccer.
Right. I think I'm gonna have to take a screenshot on my
Oh, yeah, of these events here.
on my phone here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that at the break for everybody. So
Yeah.
I will take a screenshot on my phone, and I will plug this in for everybody on my Facebook page or Twitter page. You could follow me at host Johnson T here in about 15 minutes. So we'll show you the list of events, but we're looking at it right here. I'm super pumped for archery. Okay, artistic gymnastics pumped for. Athletics.
Really? The artistic one?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
All right. I don't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know.
Badminton pumped. Basketball pumped. Beach volleyball pumped. Boxing super pumped. What is this one?
Canoe slalom. I guess they like weave in and out of flags.
I'm actually I'm pretty into that. I'm into canoe sprint. Cycling BMX is so
that's
awesome.
that it's in there.
So awesome.
And,
Cycling mountain bike, cycling road, cycling track. That's really cool
the
too
track
because
is
they go
gnarly.
so
They go
fast.
fast.
Diving,
Ooh.
equestrian.
Meh.
I like horses, but I'm not that into it. Fencing is like for me.
Really?
Hold
on a second. Fencing?
Wow.
Fencing's pretty cool.
Fencing is cool.
What don't you like? The beekeeper mask?
Yeah.
Like the look of it?
Yeah. Just
I know. The look of it is a little weird. I feel like they could do something better with like how these people dress. I get that you have to cover your whole face because you don't want to get stabbed in the face with that metal stick. But,
fencing is more fun to do than it is to watch. I feel like.
Yeah.
In my world.
For sure.
But I also see, what was the one on there? Soccer, golf, handball, hockey. So excited for hockey. Judo, marathon swimming's pretty gnarly. Modern
That's the pentathlon.
That's
the 5 events.
That is really unique and very, very cool.
Yeah. You got to be able to swim, shoot, ride, run, and fence.
And that's really awesome. And
I don't know how they incorporate all of them, but that's pretty cool.
Actually,
you have to go back to back, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming. So I wonder which is first and which is like last.
I mean, that's not even all of them. You still have
Fantastic. Oh, you mean all the events?
Rhythmic gymnastics, rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, swimming, synchronized swimming, table tennis, so pumped, taekwondo, tennis, trampoline gymnastics, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've totally forgot about weightlifting.
Weightlifting is really crazy.
And wrestling will be awesome.
Wrestling is really great as well. But we are
missing any
on here.
No, I'm just saying, like, in your opinion, is there some sort of
where you're going.
Or sport that you
think
needs to be represented in the Olympics?
Baseball and softball will be back in the Olympics in 2020.
Anything else? Or no? Just those two?
That would be
You can't really do football. It's just too dangerous.
You can't.
Right?
You can't.
It's just too rough.
And who are you going to put in there?
And
so what other countries are really doing football like that?
Well, it would just be what country you're from, but I guess there's not many people in the NFL from other countries, probably.
Well, not enough to field teams in other countries,
Yeah.
So it's going to be actually quite exciting. I'm really excited to get up early in the morning. That's just kind of what I do during the Olympics. It's a lot of time spent in front of the TV and really just getting after it and getting excited on sports. So we have about
a little side note too for people who like are starting to get into mixed martial arts, like we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
All those events right there are awesome little insights to mixed martial arts: boxing, taekwondo, judo, especially, wrestling, especially. So it'd be cool to watch all those. I'm
after getting into the MMA stuff. Boxing is not doing it for me.
Yeah, I can see why. It doesn't do it for some people. It's because it's defensive.
It is.
It's a lot of not getting hit,
And I like that. And I can appreciate it, but it also is slightly boring at times.
It can be.
So if there's a couple good fighters and they're just laying it all out there, that's fun to watch. But I don't think there's like a Mike Tyson type of guy anymore.
It's getting better now. The competition's getting way better in boxing.
Do you like, how hard do you think it is to be a seriously competitive boxer? Like Olympic boxer?
Well, see, don't quote me, but I believe Olympic boxers are all amateurs.
Right.
I believe that if you're a professional boxer, you don't box in the Olympics.
I think that's really
because a lot of people maintain amateur status for a long time to, if they're good, to take part
fight in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's cool, and Olympics have like random rules in sports, which makes it a little interesting too. Like I'm pretty sure in hockey, if it goes to a penalty kick, penalty
kicks in hockey's now, everybody.
Yeah, they kick the goal. If it goes to penalty shootout in hockey, I think a player can take more than one shot. Like, I think you can have one guy take, like, all 5 of your penalty shots in Olympic hockey.
You know what I like? Watching the soccer yesterday, when guys were like slide tackling and stuff like that, they were really not calling, not giving out like yellow cards and stuff like that. So I like that they're letting guys be a little bit more aggressive under careful watch, but be a little bit more aggressive. And I think that made the game more interesting, or the matches more interesting. Is it a game or a match?
Yeah, either one.
Match.
I mean, they call it a match, but you can call it a game.
We'll call it a match.
Yeah, it sounds better, right?
It does. Well, we are 9 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, from the opening ceremonies of the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I couldn't be more thrilled. I just honestly wish I had my Olympic gear on.
I know.
I'm very bummed.
You gotta get a torch.
Man, that's a great idea. Where can I get a torch? If y'all know where I can get a torch, show me online right now.
Torches are us.
Torches R Us. I'm gonna get a torch at Torches R Us. So I'm very excited. 9 minutes away from Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, from the ceremony. They already had soccer, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's not the technical ceremony.
I think that's because they have so many.
Yeah. Do you think that depending on the host country, different events get it depends on how many people are gonna go? Like, do you think soccer has more people watching because it's down in Brazil than it did, say, last time when it was in Sochi? Oh, no, that was the winter. The summer was Beijing. So, like, last time when it was in China.
Is Winter Olympics this year, too?
No, I think they offset 2 years. So it'll be 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Country makes a difference on what event gets what, certain attendance.
What event is bigger, promoted more?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure.
Think so?
I'm sure, but I think soccer in general has always been a big event in the Olympics.
Yeah, I feel like it has. It's a good chance to see younger players. Soccer definitely does that. Soccer does not throw the stars into the Olympics.
Right.
Like, you're not going to see Messi playing in the Olympics.
Is that guy even still around?
Oh, come on. Is Messi still around? He's only like one of the best players in the world right now. Top two for sure. Him and Cristiano.
Oh man, I got this beautiful, beautiful picture here. You see this?
Is that like of the events that are going to be held each day?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
So we're going to go ahead and share that here in a minute. Oh my goodness, my heart is starting to pump. We are 7 minutes away.
They probably got some cool stuff set up too for the opening ceremony, I would assume.
I hope so.
Hopefully it's better than like some of the other stuff that they
Soon we're gonna have it be streaming live with us on a split screen. Just haven't gotten that far yet. Again, we're pretty busy here at the Five Diamond Sports Group as of late.
Yeah.
And so, we're getting to that point and actually open up some extreme sports side of things. So I'm very excited to talk about that a little bit later. But we are still 7 minutes away.
How about the guy that jumped out of the airplane?
Here in Simi?
Yeah, and into the net. That happened after last week's podcast, right? I think that was last Saturday he did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was last Saturday. It was close.
I thought so too. He did not
it was close
hit
to
the
missing.
middle of the net.
Yeah.
He was way off to that one side.
Yes, he was.
God, that guy's so, I don't even know the word. Brave and dumb.
All at once.
Yeah. That is so gnarly.
It is. It was pretty wild to watch, and it's crazy because he's like going down. He's like jumping out of the plane, and he like flops over to like
practice,
and then he's going, and like practice, going, and then eventually he gets to the very end, and he just does it flawlessly.
So you know how they had those three like safety guys?
Yeah.
That one safety guy hung around for so long.
I would
guys
too.
Pulled their cords, and that guy fell for a while longer.
I would have. I feel like if I was that guy's buddy, I would have been like, man,
Just gone into the net with him.
I just don't even want to leave you, man. I don't want.
That part was so gnarly. Once the third guy pulled his chute, and it was like, now there's definitely no turning back. He didn't even have his safety guys.
There is no turning back at that point.
So crazy.
It is very, very scary to.
What now for that guy? Like, like have fun just jumping out of planes regularly now.
Well, have fun jumping out of space and doing that.
Yeah. So he's gonna do a combo of.
Yeah, I think you'd have to have like 16 nets because you'd go through like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Is
to
that
slow you down?
Is that not right?
Probably. You'd probably be going so fast. But they like slow themselves down. That's why they're like, put their arms and stuff.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I feel like that is just so crazy. I feel like that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Well, we're 4 minutes away from the 2016 Olympics opening ceremonies on NBC. If you don't have cable, okay, here's a tip. Go on YouTube and on the search stream, okay, type in or on the search bar, type in live stream. Okay, when you go to that, you're going to see a red circle with like a satellite on it, okay? Click on that, right? And that's going to take you to live streams. It'll be news, sports, all sorts of things. Click on sports, all right? Look through the streaming list, and you should be able to find a live stream of the 2016 Olympics on NBC from somebody. Again, in the near future, we'll be hosting that more than likely behind us here on the screen. As soon as we get moved into the studio, actually, which is going to be extremely awesome. I'm so excited for it. And so, we are now 3 minutes away.
Yep. We taking a break to get ready before?
We are.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't need to.
All right, everybody. Friday night, 7/27. Okay, it is August 5th. It is the opening ceremonies of the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You're here with me, Thomas Johnson, my co-host, Jack Miller. This is Extra Rep Sports Talk on Friday nights. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's great having you, and the support has been amazing along the process of this. So hang in there. We'll be right back. And at 7:30 on NBC on TV, you can check out the opening ceremonies of the Olympics.
Checking them out with you.
And we will be following it live for the next hour. So hang in there with us, and we'll be right back.
Surprised you didn't give him a sound effect for that one.
I know. I didn't even want to waste the
Round
time
of
because I really
applause.
wanted to get the American
Whoa,
flag
is
in
that
the
a flag
background.
behind us?
There is a flag behind us. And that is not on the green screen by technology. That's on the green screen by real life.
Oh, man. Could've told me.
So, I also did share on my page here a list of events for the Olympics, and it has officially started on NBC. So if you're not watching it, do it and do it now.
Yeah. Put him on.
So excited right now. So anyway, jumping into it, we're gonna kind of talk about the Olympics and. Or one of the things, I don't want to say the biggest thing, but one thing I do want to talk about is what's like the road to the Olympics like for an athlete?
Right?
You know, like when do you make that choice as an athlete? Like, I want to be an
Yeah.
Olympic athlete.
Yeah. I know, right? I wonder when. It's
And when do you get that
I
opportunity?
bet you it's younger than pro sports even. Because a lot of
I feel
people
like
in
it
the
is.
A lot of Olympians are like 16 in some events, depending on what your event is. I guess
Right.
that depends as well too.
Right.
But yeah, for some it's got to be even like gymnastics. I know a lot of them are young. You know, you could be 18, 17, 16
It's
as a gymnast.
it's just very, very interesting. You know, I wonder, and I feel like it is young too. I feel like you get that choice when you are younger.
Yeah, and
You know?
to be honest, there is not a lot of money in it. Like if you're gonna be realistic, you know, I mean, some people can, like Michael Phelps, for instance, because his popularity grew so much because of the Olympics. He got endorsements, and that's what got him paid.
Right.
But man, some of the, you know, I don't think it's the bright, shiny, pretty path of the Olympian that some of us might think, you know. I think it's a little bit harder than we would think, and I think they sacrifice a lot more than we think because there's not exactly a job out there for somebody who spends a lot of his time to be on the Olympic rowing team, for instance. Like, how is that going to translate into a job for you?
You know,
You're
we
taking
should
a risk.
we should look this up. I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick. How much does an Olympic athlete get paid? Do they get paid?
Oh, I bet it's minimal, just for appearance. I would think would be
You
the
think?
only thing that they get paid for. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just appearance.
Well, because they're appearing, you know what I mean? Like, it's broadcasted on TV, so they have to get paid for that reason, I would think.
Let's see what it
But-
says. All U.S. athletes can also earn a medal bonus from the U.S.
Yeah.
Olympic Committee for each medal won. The committee pays American medal winners $25,000 for gold, $15,000 for
Still,
silver,
so
and
hold on.
$10,000 for
So
bronze.
let's stop right there. 25, 15, and 10. And this comes around once every 4 years.
Yes.
So if you get gold in your event that comes around every 4 years, you get $25,000.
You get $25,000 from that, but hang on, I'm
So
looking it up.
that's
Oh
not-
wait,
even still, that's not too much money.
a fund set up for wrestlers that will award a gold medal winner $250,000
Nice.
springs to mind.
See, I don't think they get paid at all. I
There's
would
sponsorship
say-
money, which can be
Yeah.
huge for the big stars.
Yeah, sponsorships, but we're talking like what the actual
Ryan, what was that last name? Locke?
Yeah, I think, is he a swimmer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The latest darling of the U.S. swim team is widely expected to take home over $2 million this year in sponsorship deal money.
Yeah, but he's the 1% of the 1%. He's
You only
super
you
famous.
only get it if you are a famous and or
Yeah.
win. Most athletes aren't. There are approximately
Yeah.
15,000 athletes. Excuse me, competing in 26 sports with around 1,000 medals up for grabs for the best of the best. The rest of the athletes' numbers get tough. Figures from USA. Okay, so
Yeah, it basically what
Track
it's
and Field
saying is
Federation-
they don't get paid.
yeah, ranked in the top 10 in the nation, make more than 15,000 a year from the sport. Many and more obscure sports are lucky to make any money at all.
Yeah.
So some like table tennis might not make any money, you know, some of
Right.
those sports.
And it's all sponsorship and medal pay.
Right.
It's not just for being there.
No, but at the same time, you are an Olympic athlete, which is seriously awesome.
Just being an Olympic athlete, if you know how to run with that, you could do a lot with
Right.
your life. Just by pitch that I'm an Olympic athlete.
Like selling that?
Yeah.
Like Bruce/Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what
Yeah,
he did after
sure.
the Olympics.
Well,
but
yeah, he sold himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Is you basically, well, I mean, you could be an Olympic athlete that nobody knows about after the Olympics or 10 years.
Like go home to your
go
town
home and become like an accountant because you just like pitch to the accounting firm. Like,
well,
who
you could
are.
go home and have like a restaurant or something, you know,
yeah.
and
Use your name.
and use your name to do that. You know, I think that's good, and it supports the community, and it brings the Olympics a little bit closer
But
to
there's not a
more
lot of
people.
direct skills that are transferring. Like if you're gonna go back into the working world.
Well, I mean, I think leadership.
Yeah. No. I mean, like I would consider those things like indirect. I mean,
Gotcha.
like direct, like
I
fix
see.
a car engine,
Right.
or, you know, that sort
Right.
of thing. Like I know how to do, you know, accounts receivable, those things. It'll give you good leadership, and you know, people will know that you can be taught, and you know,
Right.
respectful, and all these things.
Right.
But you're taking a risk, right? You gotta be.
You
Especially
are.
if you want to pursue a career in what you're doing. You know, if you want to pursue a career in the 100-meter, like, I don't even know how to go about that.
Just find somebody that teaches or like
Be
is
a
involved
coach?
in
Be
swimming.
like a track coach? Oh, I was talking
Or-
about sprinting.
okay.
Sorry, I guess I should have been more.
Yeah.
detailed.
Yeah.
Like if I was
I
like
was
a
thinking
100-meter sprinter, like how can I make a career out of that? Just running in different events and hopefully.
I
getting
think
my
so.
name
I
big
think it's
enough to
I think
be
it's
sponsored.
sponsorship. Yeah,
Yeah.
and winning. I mean, you win.
Yeah, you have to win.
You win.
So that's rough.
I mean,
That's a
Olympics
rough
are
life.
largely around winning. And who do we have on the TV here?
The swimmer, Mike Phelps.
Yep, Michael Phelps here on the TV. We're actually going to turn this up just a hair here.
He's probably gonna win like 27 medals again.
Oh my goodness, I just ruined it.
He has to be like a favorite. I saw that the USA NBA team was like I think they're minus like 1,800 favorite to win the whole
USA
thing.
NBA team?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Michael Phelps is sort of just talking about what it means to him to be there.
Right.
It's got to be cool to sort of travel around, just to partake in like a swimming event,
It probably is awesome.
right? Like,
It probably is awesome, honestly.
like he has a full-on career from swimming.
Absolutely.
Like he's popular enough, household name, that he can just get paid off sponsorships.
Absolutely.
And do commercials, cameos in movies, stuff like that. But that's not the path that every Olympic athlete has to in their future.
I think
You know?
majority of them don't.
No way. This guy's like the 1%.
He's a 1%er.
Yeah, so they're really sacrificing a lot to do this.
They are.
Uh,
I'm waiting for this ceremony.
the actual like fireworks.
The fireworks.
Everybody walking out.
Everybody
That has
walking
to be the
out.
Coolest feeling to be one of the Olympians, and you're just walking out in the opening ceremony to everyone cheering you on.
So amazing. People are just filing in there right now.
Is that the Ralph Lauren team? No, it's Polo.
Wow. Wow. You heard it from Jack himself, ladies and gentlemen. Is that the Ralph Lauren team? Nope. Jack, that's just the Polo team. Look at us on here.
Both watching.
Just looking up.
That's good radio.
Man, that looks extremely uncomfortable on our necks
know,
here.
Right? Jeez.
It is, actually.
I feel fine.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like that. She says it's something bigger than yourself.
Uh-huh.
That is it. Look. Something bigger than yourself. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. That's how it is.
That's
I love that.
the mind of a champion, you know, finding their why. The why.
Finding
has
their
gotta be
why
bigger than-
and getting it going.
Yeah.
And getting it going.
I don't know who this is. Do you?
No. I mean, obviously
it said
they.
track and field, so maybe like a sprinter or.
Did she say thank you,
She
girl?
just said thank you, girl.
Hey, girl.
Thanks, girl. Nice.
Oh my God, that looks great.
Yeah, it does. I wonder who that is out there in the middle. Could you do that? You got the nerves?
Absolutely.
To stand in front of all those people. And
One day I will be the hype.
Sing the national anthem.
One day I will be the hype man of a band or at one show.
A hype man?
One hype man.
Yeah.
One
You're
time.
just the one man hype man.
One man hype man. All I gotta do, you know. You've
That would
seen
be a
it.
cool job.
Well, now it's on a commercial break here. So
Yeah, it hasn't even really.
the road to the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Starts young. Okay. Do you like? Is it? I wonder how much time and do you stop going to school to train for the Olympics? Like, do you like get homeschooled to train for the Olympics? Do you
That's
think?
a good question. Probably because all those qualifiers are at. You know, it's like these people have qualified for this Olympics.
Right.
That was a while back.
Right.
Just qualified.
Right.
So it's got to be busy. Like, you got to travel all around to go to these different qualifiers.
Right.
To make sure you get in, and it might take some people longer than others.
Year
to
like
get
some
in.
years because it's every 4 years, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's every 4 years.
I'm sure it takes like you have 3 years to qualify, right? And
I
that
would
last
think so.
year you
I
don't.
would think so. Yeah, they get their team
Essentially.
together,
Right.
and then that's it.
Well, that's
But yeah, there's so much riding on it too because it's once every 4 years. That's why I love the World Cup too. Like the pressure is on, especially if you're with the Olympics. If you're like, there's a few sports that it doesn't, but if you're like 22 this Olympics, this is probably your last Olympics. You know,
more than
you're
likely.
gonna be 26 next time around. That's kind of older for most Olympic sports. Man, that's a lot of pressure on a 22-year-old's shoulders.
It really is.
You know?
But
Especially if this is what you're hoping to bank on in life. Like, here it comes. It's all come down to something that you're doing at 22 years old, 23 years old, maybe 20 years old. It's crazy.
I love that though.
Yeah.
I really do. I
Separates, you
I
know,
really
the boys
really
from the
do. I really do.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It really, I mean, that could set the tone for your entire
Yeah.
life.
But
But
you
in
know
the
what else?
same sentence, it could really destroy
Right.
you mentally if you don't do well, right?
Yeah, but
you
you
do
know what else is
4
cool?
years.
Is people-
Imagine that.
There's some people that are like, they were just really fast and sprinters in college, and they have a whole other career.
Right.
That they do this. So
Right.
how awesome is that for them?
That
It's
is
like, I don't
sweet.
even care. Like, if I come in sixth, it's like, yeah, it's a bummer, but I still have all this other stuff going on for me that I'm
Right.
going to fall back on. For those
So-
people, that must be.
Imagine training for this 4 years and you qualify, right? And you're like, yes. You're going up to your hotel room,
Oh god,
trip on a stair, tear an ACL.
could happen.
I'm sure it's happened plenty of
I'm
times.
sure it has.
What? Oh man, how do you come back from that? How upset?
You might not.
You
You might
might-
not even be able to. That might have been the last go around.
I just feel, oh gosh.
I know there's so much pressure.
And or like you're going right into the middle of an event and you get injured.
Yeah.
You know, like I watched a video from several years ago, a sprinter like tore
Yeah,
his
towards hamstring. I saw
hamstring, and his dad came out and like carried him around, and
Yeah.
kept telling everybody to get away because he wanted
Yeah.
him to finish, and the guy
Yeah.
wanted to finish, and I loved that video because it's all about that determination. It's like there's another video going around talking about barriers and stuff like that, and that's a great video too. And I felt like that they kind of corresponded together because it is when you're hurt and things get tough, it's easier to quit or stop. And if you continue to push forward at the end of the experience, you're gonna be better from that.
Yeah. Plus,
So I
they put so much work, and it's
Well,
all come down to this.
Yeah,
now.
and I think the Olympics does a great job of portraying that. If you know
Yeah.
what you're looking at and you get into it, people, you got to get into it. You got to get excited for it. You
Yeah.
can't. Don't expect to just watch it and be like, "Oh yeah, this is cool," because it doesn't work that way. You got to really get into
You
it.
gotta start following it. You see who's doing well.
Exactly.
Who's having a hard time but coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially since a lot of these events are, they're spread out from literally tomorrow until the 21st. Like, that's
Right.
how long it takes to run through the whole thing. There's all these different rounds, and And so things happen, it's up and down for people. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not an easy ride for the winner. Like, the winner doesn't just win every step along the way,
Right.
A lot of people come from behind. It's cool. I like it.
I love the Olympics. I'm super fired up. I just wish I had my gear. Oh, who is this gentleman? Let's listen in here for a second.
Garrity. He's a golf announcer.
Mhm.
He's hilarious. He's quite a character for golf, Because, they have golf. Golf's another sport or event that they have a lot of pros playing.
Right.
Ricky Fowler. They just showed Ricky Fowler. But he's young. See, that's cool. I actually don't really mind that.
Right.
I feel like the Olympics should be saved for young people.
How about, well...
Like, no vets. There should be no veterans.
I agree.
Like, just because I feel like they got to do all this other stuff with it already. I feel like the Olympics should be open to people who are sort of new to whatever it is that they're doing.
Okay.
Sport-wise.
Well...
Not necessarily track and field and those other events, because that is their big stage. I mean the sports that have other big stages. Like
right.
The NBA has the NBA Championship.
Right.
Golf has, the U.S. Open, the British Open, the Masters.
So the veterans already get to do
They
stuff
get to do
like
all
that.
that stuff.
So
Yeah,
leave this to the amateurs.
Exactly. Or
The amateurs?
Or just the young,
The
just the
amateurs?
younger class.
Amateurs?
Amateur.
Amateur?
I never got one of these for that.
I don't know. It's like Caribbean and Caribbean.
Yeah, right?
What is it? If you've been there, you could say
I
Caribbean.
have no idea.
If you haven't, you have to say
I think it just depends
Caribbean.
on if you're talking about the Caribbean or the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's
Love the movie, and I love Disneyland.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you want from me? So, real quick, I want to talk about the logo. Oh, I can't. No.
Can't talk about the logo?
No. Obama. I'm not even going to bring that up right now.
The Olympic logo?
Yeah. I want to talk about the Olympic logo.
Okay.
What does that mean to you? When you see that
Up
logo.
on the screen for the people watching. Okay?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that up here.
It's that one.
Yep.
Right? So I just
We're
wanna
going to
make
go. Facebook page right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the Olympic logo here.
Do you know what the 5 rings mean?
I actually do not.
I don't either.
Let's do some research. Get your phone out.
That's what I'm doing right now because I'm sort of curious on what the logo means. Now that you
To
said
me,
that.
when I look at it, it means unity. When I look at it, right? Because the rings are together, right? And there's different colors, and I think it symbolizes the different continents. Is that what it is?
Dude, you're pretty good with that. The way you just broke it down, you pretty much got it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just that's basically the whole thing. Using the different colors and the symbolize of unity. Yeah. Well done.
Nice.
Well done.
And
Breaking
is
that
it
down.
the continents? Say anything about that? Is there how many rings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Or is there
The
5?
ring colors with the white background stand for those colors that appeared on all the national flags that competed in the Olympic Games at the time. So those colors are found on all the flags.
Got it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yes.
So you can include all those different countries just by using those 5 colors. Well, obviously, I guess because there's not very many colors. But
Right.
yeah, that's cool.
So
So
awesome.
yeah, it is like unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody comes together, and I love that logo. To me, that logo says
Yeah.
a lot.
Which is awesome because those Olympics when Hitler thought it was going to be the time that he showed that the Aryan race was superior and running away with everything, and Jesse Owens showed that it wasn't. Hitler couldn't prove those rings wrong. That's
Nope.
cool. I did not.
Nobody can prove those rings wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did not know that.
It's amazing. Gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm not even going to go to sleep tonight. I'm so excited. But
Yeah.
it takes us to our last break here. I can't even believe it's already been almost
I
2
know.
hours. We are going to go a little bit, probably longer than 8:30 because we started a little late tonight. Potentially, I don't know. I'm getting pretty excited. I really want to watch this. So,
Yeah.
but We'll be right back. You're listening to Extra Rep Sports Talk with me, your host, Thomas Johnson. My co-host here with me, Jack Miller. We're here every Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are live on YouTube. You can see us face-to-face in the American flag behind us because we are supporters of America and the Olympics. USA. Okay, Team USA over here. Or you can listen to us live on the radio. And you can also download Spreaker Studio, the app, and chat with us live, in which it is very lonely in this chat at the moment. So make sure you all do that. But we do want to say thank you all for tuning in and supporting us in this show. We continue to get bigger and better each and every week, and we thank you for that. So keep it up, and we'll keep coming back every Friday, and we will catch up with you in a few minutes. Thanks, everybody. Live everywhere right now.
We're live on everything.
We're live on everything. We got the Olympics streaming live here on the TV in the office here. We're going to listen to it a little bit here live, so you're going to hear that a little bit in the background.
They do some interesting stuff in this.
They really do.
ceremony.
So, if you're listening to us live, you can watch us live on Facebook.
I'm looking at myself like 9 times right now.
I know, seriously. These lights are just burning. So, we have some listeners here. Feel free to chat with us. We'll answer any questions live. We are watching the 2016 Olympics here in the office for the show Extra Reps Sports Talk with your host, Thomas Johnson, my co-host here, Jack Miller. So, it is in the middle of the ceremony. There is like tinfoil things happening.
To keep the aliens away?
Aliens away, etc. So,
I want to get in charge of putting this stuff on. Like, who choreographed that?
I did. Just
Pretty
kidding.
good.
Tony's in. Tony's watching. Big shout out to you, Tony. You better be watching the Olympics at your place, man.
This is the countdown.
Oh,
Something's
no.
about to
Here it goes. Big shout out to my dad. He's watching right now. Shout out to you, Dad.
The anticipation.
That is so
Pretty
awesome.
rad, actually.
That is great. If you're not watching it now, you need to be. So, yes, you, Tony, you. Yes, big shout out to you, Tony. So,
How'd they fill those up with air?
how do you find this many people to be this good at this?
Yeah,
That's
they
my
gotta be,
question.
like dancers or performing arts people, right?
I don't know. It's like big tinfoil bags.
pillows.
It's really interesting. So, being an Olympic athlete, do you think that is as credible as being like a Major League Baseball player or like an NFL player, an NBA player?
Because I think you don't think so either.
I mean, I do.
It is just because of what it sounds like. I feel like I
Yeah.
don't know if like skill wise. It just depends on what you're talking about.
Right.
So,
I mean,
it depends on what you're talking about. If it's for like sprinting, then yeah. If it's for basketball, not.
what if it's
not
for
as
like
much.
long jump?
Yeah, because that's like their stage. Like
Right.
there's no bigger stage, I guess. Like if you're the
Or
best.
is there though?
for
Is there a bigger
long
stage?
jumping or for
Well,
track and field? I don't.
I
really
mean,
think
for
so.
long
Not than
jumping.
not than the Olympics. Like the Olympics is like. That is the biggest stage for track and field. Like if you're doing track and field, then. And you make it to the Olympics, you've made it to. That's your World Series right there.
Right.
I
Right.
think. But for baseball, the World Series is the World Series.
This
Not-
is
not the Olympics.
well, this is true, but there again, baseball, which is so awesome. Everybody, baseball is back in the Olympics
Yeah.
in 2020. So baseball and softball, by the way, which is going to be really great.
Yeah.
But I wonder, are they going to have more amateurs playing? Is it going to be amateur
Actually, you know
baseball
what?
or
Baseball is kind of cool though because there is a lot of players from other countries,
right?
which makes it more interesting.
Right, and
You
baseball is
know?
getting bigger in other countries.
Cuba does well.
Cuba, Cuba
a
does
lot
well.
of the what do you call it?
But Australia, baseball's getting bigger in Australia. It's getting bigger in Europe. Remember, was that you
We
who
were
was
just
over
talking
here?
about that yesterday.
Yeah, you were here
European
yesterday.
Baseball League.
There's like youth baseball,
Yeah.
youth European baseball league.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, look it up. I have
Which
no
is
idea
cool.
anything about it, but it does exist.
Yeah, it's
It
cool
absolutely
too.
does exist. So, being an Olympic athlete to me, I mean, what would be the one sport you would want to do the most?
In the Olympics.
In the Olympics.
In the Olympics.
Yeah.
Fencing would be awesome.
Really?
Like so.
Wow.
Hold on, let me get
You
it.
all just heard that.
Yeah.
You all just heard that live.
Sword fighter?
Jack.
Do I want to be an awesome sword fighter? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Jack. Tony made a good point. Golf is back too.
Hold on. So in this scenario, do I assume like the skills that is required to be good at this event, or is it just me as me right now going into an event? Or
I
are we
mean,
assuming that I'm
just
good at
an
it?
interest. Like, do you have an interest?
Interest, yeah, or any of the judo.
Okay, let's.
Taekwondo,
I got
those
this.
ones would be.
One that's extremely unrealistic that you would just love to do and be really good at. Let's do that. One that could
Okay.
be realistic that you think. I mean, just.
Not many. That's a
Well,
short
just
list.
saying,
Yeah,
like, you know what
yeah.
I mean there, right?
If I
so
could
those
do
two.
anything with the skills, I think it'd be judo or
Really?
taekwondo. Yeah.
Like, you knew you could be good at that? Or
No, I don't think I could be
Okay.
good at it, but
See,
I wish
me,
I
it-
could just download the skills and then be good at that.
me, it'd probably be archery.
Yeah, archery would be rad.
Just because of,
Yeah.
I have a bow.
Or the
I'm not great at it, but
because you're just a badass.
That is
Just,
true.
I'm running, I'm riding
That
a
is
bike,
true.
then I shoot a gun, then I sword fight.
Big shout out to Leanne. She's watching. Big
Hey,
shout
Leanne.
out to her. Part of the family here. Guys, feel free to chat with us.
Hey, what about you? What would you do if you could be an Olympic athlete?
So if I knew,
Just any event, you would have the skills.
just I could pick
Yeah, this
anything
is
and I'd have the
pretend
skills.
land,
Mm. You know how you said, what was the one you said, fencing?
Yeah.
I'm kind of table tennis.
yeah. See, you laughed at me.
I'm kind of table tennis.
You'd just be one of those guys playing table tennis.
It'd
You're
be
like
sweet.
14 feet behind the table.
Well,
just
you get back and you
rifling
get
them.
forward. I think
I
that's
know.
strategy.
I know. I think it builds up. They're always like close, and they get farther and farther away.
And then it gets
So
crazy.
funny.
Imagine
So funny.
the hand-eye there.
Or weightlifting. What about just being an awesome weightlifter?
Be pretty intense.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'd have to be better with my eating.
You gotta get gains.
I
man.
did get Topper's Pizza for those of you who know
You gotta
about
get
Topper's
gains.
Pizza.
You
Yeah.
wanna be a weightlifter.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of protein. Carbohydrates there. So now they're singing some songs here. What do we got?
Yeah, it's a whole production.
Yeah, it is. It
You
takes
know.
a while. I am going to be staying up all night, people. I will be up all night watching starting at what was it? 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, 4:30. You guys got a nice suit on if you guys are watching it. I like his suit.
Thank you for that. Thank you. So, if you're watching us on Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube anytime. You can also listen to us live by just being on Facebook right now. Tony, more golf. Come on.
Corey.
Any locals in the Olympics? Yeah, actually, I think in tennis there is a local Thousand Oaks tennis
Really?
player. I think so. Yeah, this guy's a stud. I watched him.
Wow.
Chelsea went to school with him. Again, Chelsea, my beautiful girlfriend. She
gonna
went to
look
school
right
with this
now.
guy, and I think so. Yeah, it's a great question. In golf, Tony, excited about golf, but it is sometimes kind of boring to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you there.
Yeah, it's exciting though. I'm gonna watch some golf for sure.
I'll-
That's one of
I'll-
the things that I like. But I agree with you. It's sort of acquired taste
Right.
to be able to watch golf.
Right.
You gotta have interest in golf.
And I know our stream is seriously weak right now, everybody. We
Yeah, it
apologize for that because we are streaming like 500 things all at once right now.
From Thousand Oaks, but that would
We're actually,
be
I'm going to turn off
cool.
this
Oh,
TV
wait.
here.
No, these are old. Yeah, I don't see anybody, but maybe there was. I'm just not finding it off the top of my
The first
head
Google
real
search.
quick. Yeah.
We're at a break, so in a town like Newbury Park, you're an Olympic athlete, I mean, what do you have? Do you think that brings? I mean, here in Newbury Park, we're among actors, actresses, big time athletes in some instances. Being an Olympic athlete, does it still hold
yeah.
value?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What's a place you
The
could walk
Olympics are
into?
just like a huge name, you know?
Like you can go to Azars and everybody will know you.
Crazy? Are you crazy? You could probably go anywhere. Not that they would know you, but if you were like, I got silver in the Olympics, people would be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
mean something.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean something.
And now I sell cars.
And now I sell cars.
No, I'm just kidding. It's-
Well, Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn
I don't know
Jenner.
what he did after the Olympics.
Well, he married what's her face?
But wasn't that way after the Olympics?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He was a sprinter.
Yes, he was a
He was a
sprinter.
sprinter. And he won gold, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what he did afterwards.
So, the old timers, are having a
Oh, yeah,
chat,
about
baseball
baseball.
chat. Well, I feel like, you know, this Olympics, and I'm going to be honest with everybody because I am pro Olympics, obviously, Team USA, but I feel like this one is going to be, it's not going to be the best one ever.
For the U.S. or just in
Just in general, because I just feel like there's so much going on in Rio de Janeiro that people are just so taken back from what's happening.
Like negative things.
Negative things, you know. So I feel like the fan base isn't going to be as extensive, and that it upsets me at times. But I mean, this is wild right here. What is this?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Jesus.
It's a video that's playing.
Looks
down
like water.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
But yeah, it does sort of pull interest away when it's like, oh, they don't have hotels built for the people. It makes it look, you know,
Right.
not up to par, and then
Right.
it sort of, you know, people are gonna be like, I'm not gonna watch this.
Right.
You know, if it doesn't look like what it should look like.
Right.
I mean, the athletes should be staying in nice hotels, or at least hotels that have normal things that most hotels have.
Being able to be taken care of.
Yeah, just normal stuff.
Right.
Like being able to sleep comfortably.
Right. No, I agree. I'm there with you.
So that sort of does tarnish it. But, you know, that's kind of what happens when we almost like, who's going to turn down the Olympics, one, as a city? Even if your country and city is not ready for the Olympics, you're going to turn it down with all the attention it's going to bring and all the potential cash it could bring in.
It brings in a lot of attention, but if you don't do it right,
Exactly.
look what we're talking about right
Big
now.
Reward. But
You
are
know?
you going to turn it down? You're going to turn down the
I mean, I'm not going to
opportunity?
turn it down, but the Olympic Committee needs to, I feel, in my opinion, need to do a better job of picking and make it more friendly for fans to go and visit. I see what you're doing. You're trying to create, you know, and establish this in multiple, countries. I get that. I promote it. I'm for it. But let's make sure, like you said, that they're capable of going to be able to handle it. So, for me, I think it sucks because when you're and I don't want to knock Rio de Janeiro. I've never been there. I don't really know. I just hear stories and what's going on in the media, and we all know how that works, right? So I feel like the Olympics get right as of late. It gets pushed to the side because it's just not exciting to see it when it's not set up correctly.
Yeah,
it's just not. And it doesn't matter. It's not saying that you don't like the Olympics, but I get it. You don't want to watch it if it's not set up correctly. If it's not going to be exciting, why I'm going to spend the time to do it?
Or if the country is hurting because of it.
Right. And like I said, I think the U.S. needs this right now. I think if there's a lot of the USA winning gold medals, I think that's going to be really great for the country. And I think that's what the Olympics does. It brings together countries. Not only our own, but
for the same thing.
Right. But I think we need it a lot in our country right now. I think we need to be able to have the ability to support something together, right? And I, this election is not really doing that.
No,
not really doing
Olympics
that.
Could bring us together.
So, guys, feel free to jump on here, ask some questions. We're sitting here watching the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. It actually just stopped and shut down. But, you're here with us. It's Friday night. We do this every Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's called Extra Rep Sports Talk with me, your host, Thomas Johnson, my co-host, Jack Miller. We get into it. We talk about several different things. Last week was MMA. This week is the 2016 Olympics. Yep. Usually I'm going to be geared up. I'm not geared up tonight because it hasn't got here yet. Pretty bummed out about it. But
next week,
we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We will be back on Facebook, so don't forget to tune in with us. If you're not, if you are watching us live, listen to us live on the radio. Yep. We have a lot of great information going out on there, so tune in there. But we will be back on Facebook. We will be back on YouTube. We're being streamed 3 different ways, everybody. So we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. You're alive. Okay.
Say hi.
So, you gonna say hi?
To everyone
Chelsea.
that's listening. This is Dead Air. Hello.
Hi.
See?
Who?
All right. So 2016 Olympics opening ceremonies are happening now. If you're not watching, it's on NBC. If you don't have cable, go to YouTube, hit live stream, and go down to sports, and you will find the Olympics on live stream on YouTube. So, man, we've been going at this for what, 2 hours
2
now?
hours now.
Yeah, it's been going on 2 hours. So.
These are some interesting little shows.
It really is
that
interesting. Well, we've been going at this for 2 hours here, folks. We are winding down. You know, this is about the time where we start talking about